I reckon that Bitcoin is probably kind of like looking at, I don't know, what was the first social networking site you saw? 6 Degrees?
Was that it? Okay.
Something like that, maybe?
Okay, was it really rough?
Early, well, I mean, think of what MySpace was like, right?
Okay.
So I would say that Bitcoin is probably going to turn out to be the MySpace of digital currencies, right?
Okay.
The first thing that most people saw that said, oh my God, that's possible, it might just turn out to be the MS-DOS of digital currencies, totally crap technology that you get stuck with for a generation.
Right.
But I very much doubt that now that Bitcoin is possible, something that isn't much better than Bitcoin is now enabled. Right?
Okay.
Bitcoin's enemy is not the state. Bitcoin's enemy is its successors.
It's new technology.
Well, I mean, look, after you see Bitcoin, suddenly there must be 500,000 crypto nerds who are like, I just figured out how to get rich. Let's start a bank, right? And you take the level of innovation that Bitcoin managed, and then you say, right, well, from that platform, what else can we do? And, all of that thinking, all of that intelligence goes into making a competitor for it. And in a free market, the idea that you're going to have one store of value that becomes a permanent, stable thing is ridiculous.
But also, since it is a currency and people have a vested interest in their own money they literally buy into the currency.
Yeah.
I mean, because you put your money where your mouth is. And so is there that legacy cost or sunk cost that's going to keep it around, even if it's low tech? Is it low tech when you look at it right now?
No, I mean, it's real high tech.
It's high tech.
But not compared to its competitors, which will learn everything that Bitcoin knew and then add some new tricks, right?
Right.
This is the pace of innovation thing, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think that Bitcoin is going to get sandbagged by the state. I really thought it was going to go down. It doesn't look like it's going to go down.
Okay.
It's probably going to get mainstreamed, but what's going to happen is Bitcoin 2, Bitcoin 3, Bitcoin 4. Right?
Okay.
There are something like 140 other currencies.
Yeah, Litecoin and all this other stuff.
Litecoin and Purecoin, and everybody who's got a model of how they want the world to work is going to build a currency.
Right.
Let 1,000 flowers bloom. Right? So I don't know where Bitcoin's eventual value will be, but I think at the 30-year mark, it will either be unrecognizable or dead. Right?
Okay.
Either they'll keep evolving the platform and they'll keep changing the rules of the game to stay ahead of the pack, or the pack will simply consume Bitcoin and it'll be like, Bitcoin, is that still worth anything?
But there will be a cryptocurrency. Is that what we call it? What do you call it?
I think
digital currency?
I think cryptocurrency is fine.
Okay.
I think that there's a lot of confusion that people think they're currencies. Right? Because all we've ever seen is currencies, right? We're looking at these instruments and we're saying horseless carriages.
Right, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
What is it actually? Is it like money? Well, you can use it for exchange. Is it the same as money? Well, not really. So why do we keep calling it money? Because you can use it like money, that makes it money? No, it's a thing. What are its properties? We don't know, right? But once there are a lot of those things, right? Once you've got enough stable cryptocurrencies to be able to throw a party, right? 15, 20, 30 currencies that are used for different things. Once that basis is established, I think you can then begin to do kind of a sociological survey, right? In what ways are they like currencies? In what ways are they not like currencies? In what way are they more political? Like, imagine if you did a thing where you did voting with Bitcoin. All of these Bitcoins have private keys associated, right?
Right.
So you could send out voting papers and everybody that had a Bitcoin could digitally sign it and their vote would be worth the same as the amount of Bitcoin they possessed. Right. So you could do electronic democracy off the Bitcoin key space.
Is that democracy or is that a capitalist democracy?
Well, I mean, it's exactly what we do for limited liability corporations, right? Number of shares you own equals the size of your voting share.
Okay.
So, in a sense, you could do democratic governance of Bitcoin in the same way that we do democratic governance of companies in theory without breaking a sweat.
Okay.
Is that normal for currencies? No, it's something new.
So it's a mindset. We need to think of a different way of thinking of it. I agree with you.